Greetings, it is I, your host, Cinema Kane, and today we're going to be talking about the documentary film It, the story of Pennywise. This documentary is all about the 1990 miniseries It. The reason It as a miniseries is important is because back in the day they used to do Stephen King miniseries all the time. I mean, you had the Tommyknockers, you had The Shining, you had It, and just many more that are current Storm of the Century. But Stephen King was perfect for long form miniseries in the 90s because of how thick his books are. Now, of course, this documentary has come out and you've got both the young cast, the surviving young cast, and the surviving older cast, because we've lost people who, were in this miniseries back then. And it's great to see them come back together and talk about the making of this, colossal undertaking. And one of the reasons it's so great to hear them talk about it is because right now we've only lost 3 people that were involved in the making of this film with regard to the cast. And because of that, you get great anecdotes from both the cast and or from both the young cast and the old cast talking about working together on this project. One of the best parts of the documentary is when they're talking about the casting of Tim Curry as Pennywise, because you hear some of the other names that were thrown out at that time that could have played Pennywise. And if you've seen the 90s miniseries of It, then you know that Tim Curry is just as responsible for the success as any of the adult cast or the younger cast. It's truly a remarkable documentary, and if you're a fan of the 90s miniseries, I highly recommend watching it, because you discover things about it that you might not have known, like the fact that at one point in time it was actually going to be a 3-parter, and boy, what could they have done if it had been 3 parts? And you hear about how they understand that the last half of the second night is not the greatest ending to a miniseries and all this, and it's truly a remarkable documentary that if you have the opportunity, because I believe it's on Amazon Prime right now, if you have the opportunity, definitely check it out. It's so worth your time. And there you go. So I'm your host, Cinema Kane. I hope you enjoyed this review of It, the story of Pennywise. This documentary is absolutely great, and I highly recommend it. And I'll see you next time at the video store. Cinema Kane reminding you to please like and subscribe. Don't forget to share this video if you enjoyed it on all your social media platforms. And I'll see you next time at the video store.